Welcome to my how to dye your hair ombre video. So I've had a bunch of you ask me how exactly I do my hair, and I do dye it myself, so I decided to record a video on it so that you can do it at home as well. So here's what you'll need: a pair of gloves, a bowl and a brush, a wide tooth comb, 30 volume developer and L'Oreal hicolor highlights in Magenta, and a cape. So you're going to go ahead and empty the contents of the hicolor highlights into your bowl, and I'm using 2 boxes because I have so much hair. And then you're going to add your 30 volume developer, and the ratio is 2 parts a developer to 1 part color. And now it's time to take your hair and we're going to section it off. I'm taking the bottom section and I'm going to pin it up. Okay, so you're going to take your first section in your hair color, and I'm taking a pretty thick section because I like thicker highlights. You can thin them out if you want to, and I'm just working it into the hair up to my chin level because that's where I want the ombre to basically go to in this part of the hair. Now I do want to say this, I am not a professional hairstylist. I have never taken a coloring course or a cutting course. I have taken hairstyling for makeup, but that's about it. So I am just going based on what I've learned over the years and what I've seen my own hairstylist do. And just keep taking random sections around your head and applying the dye, and just really work it in when you're applying it. And now just take your next section of hair and just keep in mind, if you want it to look really nice and professionally done, just work with smaller sections at a time. And just always keep in mind the level that you want your ombre to go up to. I had picked my chin level, so when I'm applying the dye, I'm just making sure it doesn't go above that. So how this hair color actually works is that it basically lifts your hair color about 3 to 4 levels, so it's kind of lightening and dyeing your hair at the same time. And they do have other colors than red, so there are options. So while I'm working the dye around my hair, I'm going to make sure that I leave my bangs until the very end because I want to step back and I want to really kind of take a look at where I want the dye to be placed and how I want the bangs to be lightened and in which areas. And now I'm applying the dye to the top section of my hair, and when I'm doing this, I'm taking it up a little bit higher to about my nose level, and I'm going to be doing that all around the top section of my head. And now it's time for the bangs. So I'm actually going to be applying the dye a little bit higher than my nose level because I want the lightest parts to be towards the center of my face and a little bit higher up. It's always good to kind of have like pictures to reference when you're dyeing your hair so that you know exactly where to place the dye. For me personally, I really love Khloe Kardashian's ombre hair and Jessie James Decker. She is absolutely gorgeous and her hair is phenomenal. So now that the dye is on, we're going to wait about 10 minutes and then we're going to take the dye to about that level and we're going to apply it to the entire hair. By waiting 10 minutes, you're allowing the dyed parts to lighten up a little bit more than the rest of the hair. So when you go ahead and apply the rest of this dye, you'll still have that highlighted effect underneath. But now this part is actually going to give you that really nice ombre look because we're lightening the ends and we're really working the red in. And when you're done, just leave this in for another 20 minutes. And here's the final result. Now to keep the red nice and vibrant, what I usually do for post-care is every other time I wash it, I'll take half part conditioner, half part semi-permanent red hair color, and I'll work it into the hair. And that just kind of boosts the red and keeps it nice and vibrant for longer. So thanks so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. You can click that button right there and follow me on my social media and check out my blog for more tips.